First episode of the day. Hunger strike continues. Nothing actually happened. Of course, because nobody cares. Nobody knows how to respond to, like, virtual reality. Because they don't know how bad it is. They can't, like, suck in enough information and trust each other. Because that would be weird. But if I do something, send something, I want something back. You know, that's what you have to do on the internet. If you cannot handle that, I'm so fucking sorry, bro. Now, how you build your uh social skyscraper, basically, of what kind of content you put to represent yourself, that's up to you. But the way you interact with other people is not up to you. It's up to fairness and justice, and you have to be humbled into oblivion. You should just go. And the people went left and right, ran away to do whatever. It's just madness, bro. It's madness. All the things I have to learn, and the last thing I have to learn is how to die. Because there's so much rejection that I have acquired that I will not forget, because what's the point? And there's so much threat to my life that I have actually acquired, not not just one. And we try and dodge bullets. Like, literally, my grandma dies, and then I have to go to UK. Like, everything is precisely one thing shuts down, the other opportunity opens up. My dad picks me up from home, and, like, we go to UK. Fucking still God is in control, because everyone else is just fucking assholes and they don't know what they're doing. God is in control because, of course, he wouldn't want me to suffer. So UK shuts down, and then my mom calls. My mom calls me. You gotta be fucking kidding me, right? Like, the glitcherino. She didn't have to call me. She didn't have to care about me, but she calls me. She's kind of worried. She's thinking about me. My dad has visited her recently or whatever, and I'm thinking about her too. I'm like, well, and we connected at the right time while I was kind of trying to starve myself. And then I spent 4 years here, just bouncing around, basically, back and forth. Now where do I go? Because now I'm in trouble again. Now there's another threat. There's another problem to fucking deal with. I couldn't quite live at home. Then I go to UK to see what the opportunities are. There are none. You just work and pay rent. There's nothing fucking special about that place. But I have collected some experience, some memories. Like, I talked to a girl in a workplace, and then she disappears. She doesn't work there anymore. Like, you gotta be fucking, like, the things that fucking happened to me, I I can't explain to you guys. Am I having some kind of fucking impact in people's lives that they cannot do the same thing anymore? They just can't see the same face anymore. Can't interact with the same person, can't continue their stories. Like, I've broken them. Because she was curious, like, why don't you have a wife already? Like, very fucking speedrunner of relationships. But I mean, I don't. And maybe something broke. Forever. My life doesn't make sense. I have lived almost 30 years, and none of this makes sense. Everything I've created, all of it makes sense. Everything around me, I can't fucking handle. Like, it's too much fucking bullshit. So now I'm like, I'm ringing the bell again, like, who's gonna help me? Who fucking cares? So now I remember, all right, the old teacher, not from high school, you know. But she kind of left us after 2 years. Also suspicious, but like got replaced by even cooler dude. So almost we got mom and dad for our entire class. We needed extra. So like, she knew what to do. She like, well, can mom help? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm actually traveling home now. That was the last message I've sent her. Now I have to reestablish the connection, and she's probably capable of helping me a lot more this time because she's a fucking teacher. She lived in this location. She survived the town, the fucking sports shoes town, where you have to be running around and fucking ringing the bell until someone actually smart figures shit out. And she seems to be concerned about Ukraine. Well, I'm sorry, bro. Now it's purge. The Russian thing, like, you can forget about that part. It's over. Whatever is left over, I mean, it's gonna be settled down pretty soon. Because at first it was a threat. It was a huge threat. Like, Russia is super powerful and, like, super huge. It's gonna scare us all, and you just fucking shoot the beer in the fucking face, and now it's, like, it's malfunctioning now. It doesn't have friends, you know. Bears don't got friends. And that's like, a wolf is actually a lot scarier than a bear in most situations. A wolf is like, you attack a wolf, but like more of them come surrounding you. A bear is just the fucking loner. So a bear attacks a fucking small country and still fails. I would say Ukraine is a small country because it's goddamn poor. It's goddamn Russified. All right, it's soaked in a lot of Russian, you know, culture. So they know what they're dealing with, but at the same time, you know, it's hard to resist the things that you know so well. So yeah, whoopsie doopsie. It couldn't even be that shit. Obviously, we had to help. We had to aid the defendants, and it shredded most of the bear's limbs off. Now you gotta grow new limbs, unfortunately, or make baby bears if you want to live ever again in the same esteem. Like, I'm not sure what has to happen. Like, this is a huge historic moment where Russia is like flexing Cold War. I have all this technology, blow nuclear weapons to everyone. Oh shit! I don't know how to zip up my pants. What? Wait, you fucking missed something there. You missed the crucial part of like being normal and stuff first, and then flexing your powers later. I'm sorry, bro. Did you know that my country is not Lithuania, but it's Rainia? All right. That's the name of the country. It's Rain, and just not Iev though, but Liev is raining. So you have Rainia basically. That's it. Or Rainois, but like fucking that sounds like shit. That's a pretty nice name for our country. We can change that into Rainia. Can we do that? That would help. There's no blue in our flag, by the way. There's only yellow, green, and red on our flag. There's no blue. There's no rain in there. We should be able to change the flag too. And these sort of like little fucking changes, they change everything. Little change can change people's perspective of how all that shit works. I love it. But you know what is UK and rain? Yes, you do know. You do fucking know. UK and rain combined. Isn't that fucking awesome? I feel so appreciated now. This is the stupidest fucking pun ever, bro. But it hits hard. And so a new candy is born. Oh my god. The fucking glitches of the world. I love collecting that shit. I don't know how nobody cares about nothing. I mean, like, ah, me cry like baby now. Me, first YouTube baby. The only thing I'm doing is crying on YouTube. I will record my fucking neighbor's child of how he cries of like, I really care right now. Dude, can I record your child crying? Thank you very much. He learned how to cry very well. Like I need that sound effect right now. You know, is that why I'm supposed to like knock on my neighbor's door? It's funny. It's pretty fucking stupid, but you know, I wouldn't do it because of that, because that fucking tears me apart. It's not my thing. But like, damn. It is like funny and stupid is like it's weird to me. Because it's hard to explain to them, bro. All my problems crafted by my mom, bro. But she has such fucking cool material in this country, bro. So, first I get labeled mentally ill, and now anything I do, any crime I do, is gonna come from mental illness and not because I actually did a crime or did an oopsie or whatever. Like, no one needs to investigate or know anything. No one needs to, like, calculate how much damage I've done or any, like, none of that fucking matters anymore. And not drinking medication is also a crime, where this whole time I had to medicate myself because I was labeled mentally ill, and I'm disrespectful to the system if I didn't do that. That's pretty fucking crazy, right? Like, oh, what? Where did that come from, bro? You take away even my ability to go to jail, and I have to go to, you know, your help center. Well, wow. I mean, I wish I could label a bunch of people with curses and they have to come to me and every single month of like appear to me. I want that. I want that job. All right? I want that doctor to give me that job. I very much like it. I already said it previous episode. I'm like, this job is for me, man. It's mine. I want the same thing. This mafia thing that's going on, like, fuck yeah, give me that. You know, I like it very much. They have to obey me every single day, and I can throw system errors at them without care. So if they do something wrong, they immediately go to my care center. It's like, wow. Where they are literally just trapped. That's pretty good. I mean, I would like to have some of that, please. Anyone in the world would want a position like that. But I wanted to help people, not to fucking trap people. But right now, I actually want to trap people because that's what's gonna help them. Most of the people are fucking evil anyways. So they actually benefit from that shit, from that experience. I don't really benefit. I want to go now. I want to be left alone. Or I want to die if I cannot be left alone. Like, I really want to fucking die. I'm clicking those fucking strikes. Missile strikes, bro. Every single hour. It's a new missile strike. A new percentage, new chance to die. A normal person would get complications because they have responsibilities. So if they do a hunger strike, they lose their job, they lose their relationships. If people don't care, the person just loses things. So I wonder what would happen to a normal person with the hunger strike, but I am kind of established to be not a normal person, to be completely isolated from the world, and there's nobody to turn to, and they don't understand. They just don't understand. So I went through like everything in my past is like all tangled with juice and information that people can resonate, like people can try and like talk about it, and then immediately things change. But men don't talk publicly. It's just there is a devil's advocate that talks publicly, but men tend to just shut up. It's like, well, I don't want to. Like, women will gossip about me, and it's over. I will lose everything, man. What? There's a threat for talking? I'm sorry, bro. I mean, cancel culture did really, really got to us. All right? There's a threat of talking altogether. I mean, at some point, you have to know, like, your rights have been taken away by fear. Like, are you kidding me? Your right to express yourself, to say what you feel, or you're just an asshole who has everything fixed and you don't care. So either way, like, everything's wrong. Everything is in the wrong place, in wrong ways. Yeah, I'm still a baby. I'm not sure what the fuck where life is. How can I be left alone and just, you get money, you fucking buy food. Like, it's simple, but it ain't fucking simple when you get attacked and threatened and bullied and abused. It's not simple. So it's just very simple that we should care just enough when stuff like that happens. When, like, if someone becomes a person who has everything, who even is collecting fame successfully, like, you gotta leave them alone. You shouldn't be their friend. There's nothing to do with them, technically. You can hang out, but, like, as long as you're helping yourself, I guess, as long as you're part of that social bubble and you get paid the same fucking way. But naturally, these people don't really need help or care or anything. But some other people do. So, like, of course, everyone would want to hang out with Mr. Beast, but he has all the friends. Like, he has everything. The social bubble, like, doesn't fucking expand. You can't just expect something when watching his content, some fucking miracle. He shows up in my dreams. So, I'm sort of a part of his social circle in a way. Yeah, let's fucking go. So he's not a stranger to my life, but I only get spiritual supports of, like, we probably care about each other quite a bit spiritually. If there are no walls and no boundaries, then it would very quickly happen. But again, pretending that you don't need help, that you have everything, especially when you're threatened with something. Like, I haven't heard anyone complain about anything. They survive, which is a lot worse for me, because, like, I haven't learned anything at all of, like, where help even comes from. What the hell? What the hell is that? I was always the one blamed and the one rejected and the one with all the threats, trying to figure out who's able to help besides myself. Because, like, I can help myself many, many times, and I'm trying to do that right now. I'm trying to do that out loud. Any single fucking squeeze I can make out of my brain, any brain juice I can do, is going to help me position myself in a safe spot and teach me safe behavior of what I want to achieve in my life. What is the best, highest priority target for me to aim for? I can do that. But, like, to see that asking for help does not result in anything is a little bit fucking demoralizing. And for now, like, I mean, just die, bro. Like, fucking, what is this place? Like, it has all the cool things, but all the cool things are just trapped and gonna have the same fate of dying too. You know, neither Ari nor Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift fucking last minute chew up and spit out, happened. Now she's in turmoil. She's being talked about left and right. And politically left and right. And Selena is being tormented. And Jewel is tormented her whole life. You know, she deserves a little bit more attention and care, but I think she's sort of like the most safe of all because not really. She got dragged into being gay and stuff, and it gets worse over time. You know, when you just kind of like not really embodying your identity, but you have to because you have to impress people. You have to keep them interested in something. You have to do some moves. You have to paint your hair to get enough attention to function properly. You know, even if it's COVID time, so she had to do some fucking very edgy, crazy things uh, to keep the oxygen flow. So it's a little bit different story. It's not like going downhill from celebrity status into people want your blood status. People don't like her from the very beginning, and she's just trying to keep the oxygen flow of like, there is some people that like, there's some people that lied, there's some people that blah blah blah, right? It's twisted bullshit. So even my Powerpuffs are suffering and will just die anyways, the same fucking way that I did. Some fucking threat is gonna hit their lives, and now they don't know what to do. They don't know who can help them because they are on top of the world, so they can only help each other, right? So it's just fascinating. I mean, we didn't went to American apocalypse yet. We went to European apocalypse. Mine. I'm the one being fucking crushed into nothing, into dust. I'm the one being suffering. Until celebrities suffer, it will take 2 more years. Them to suffer. Alright? You have a little bit of time to fucking learn and understand why baby crying. You have just enough time to tune into Purge Radio and figure out how it all comes down. And if I survive or not, of course, it's a big, intriguing moment, isn't it? It's a fucking big deal. Radio where the host is dying for weird reasons. He's not being left alone. The tanks are moving his direction and trying to take over his prestigious spot of just talking to a fucking microphone. Just trying to express himself. It's a little bit twisted or exaggerated, or I don't know, because the definitions are unclear. Unless you see something and you understand something, the definitions are unclear. Like most people can't just sit here and listen to someone like me. The thoughts are all over the place. And making them coherent is very difficult for me. Making you understand, I don't know which part you don't understand, right? I would try to explain in the comments, but that didn't show up. And I'm still below 80, below freezing, basically. See, still freezing. My content is still frozen as fuck. So thumbnails don't matter. Almost nothing matters. You just need like visuals, retention, but even that doesn't matter because I have retention. I have average minutes watched at 7 minutes. 7 minutes of watch time to a video. That is hard. It's not easy, man. And YouTube just ignores that. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder what's going on, bro. Only poor people are watching my videos? Is that what's going on? This is actually very realistic. It could be just like only poor people are sticking around and we don't care about those poor people. We only care about profits. You know, they could definitely circle out the noobs, you know? They don't want to help the noobs. They don't give a fuck about the noobs. Who fucking cares, right? So, I'm telling you, this is very unusual. This is the best thing that would happen to me. Like, if I would continue receiving average watch time of 7 minutes, that is very cool. If there's only one person watching my videos, that is like explainable then. But I think there's more to it. This is definitely a possibility, but a lot of things have to happen to filter out specifically rich people and the poor people. Just split them up. Because look, if a random American is watching, like, it should just count as an American, as the average. Like, it shouldn't be split into anything. Unless they figure out how to get user ID and then treat user as rich or poor individually. Every single different user. Again, I even have YouTube Premium. I upload tons of videos, but none of it pays off. None of it comes back to me. Nothing fucking turns into any kind of value. Now, another thing I can do is pump out a bunch of shorts. If I have a really good idea, I can make a short about it. I can pump that on TikTok to get attention and send people to YouTube, which is very difficult to do. But I can try and do that, you know. If I'm doing Purge Radio, I can't fucking sit here on my ass, right? I have to start working and consider every single fucking imaginable move I can make. But the moment I open Pandora's box, bro, and if there is a flood, it wasn't created by nature, it was just created by very well-designed algorithms that kind of scared me a little bit because it's going to just generate a bunch of noise. Nothing helpful at all. It's just impossible. But I saw a homeless man like just doing his daily routine and like getting rewarded in the end. And he's not a fucking genius. He looks like a scrub, but at the same time, he knows how to survive, and that's like very respectable. Survive on the streets, show his lifestyle. So there's a lot of prospects going into the short territory. But I would just go to TikTok first. And I don't really even, I'm willing to like show my face even. Like, I'm exhausted, bro. Like, there's new problems to solve while I'm on a hunger strike. You don't want to fucking do that shit. I have been rejecting TikTok as much as possible. Like, bro, nothing's gonna happen, bro. TikTok's not gonna care for me. But in a way, like, YouTube and TikTok give different promises, right? So TikTok doesn't promise you money, but promise you a very clean algorithm that probably you're gonna be able to reach people with that. Probably. But you still kind of have to put in the work. You have to put in the subtitles. People have to be able to understand what are you trying to say. So there's that. And I'm like, maybe that's my best bet. Because obviously I can't just sit here and cry of like, oh, nobody cares about me, guys. No, but still to this day, nobody cares about me. Which is like, even if I'm born a man, I shouldn't have this fucking downside of nobody caring. Like, that would fucking be crazy. But like, as a man, I'm supposed to threaten people so they care. Like, if I don't threaten people, then like, bro, like, I'm a good man, and now you can care. I'm a good man. My doctor threatened me, so he's not a good man. It's just very simple fucking basic shit of how to figure out who's good and who's bad. Threats, man. I can explain to people bad things will happen if they like make their life miserable and difficult. Like, this is common sense. Then they will attract those bad men who will threaten them, who will take things away. Maybe your husband will become a bad man. You know, I can threaten that shit. Maybe your child is gonna grow up to be a bad man who will threaten you with whatever, with the same fucking hunger strike or whatever, to manipulate you, to get more goodies, bro. I mean, I at least grew up to be a good man, but now I'm isolated because being a good man is fucking hardcore mode. Still, it doesn't automatically make you, rewarded for being such. I can also cut my videos into 30-minute videos, then it's like appealing to everyone. Then more people are gonna watch it, right? In UK, it's a little bit different, right? The way you greet someone in a workplace. Are you okay? You okay? Because, that's in their country name. We actually, in Lithuania, we say the L word, which is hello. Fucking hell. That is. We should be asking, are you okay, to be honest, here. And we should just say hello in the fucking UK, because, like, you should be okay, but, like, bruh. Because if you're not okay, you're not going to be showing up anywhere, You're not going to be saying hi anymore. Even just flipping two things, potentially, just the first thing to say to people might actually trigger more conversations and more fixes in people's lives. Are you okay? How are you? Like, blah, 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 right? The only thing Lithuanians learn how to do is, like, what you? What you? I mean, that's their Maros greeting. Maros being a fucking street gangster, bro, like scum of the earth. So most people don't want to say what you. It's very interesting when people cut the conversation short. It can start at any time once more. I can come back to them 10 years later and the conversation will continue. Very likely. Because, they cut short and I am struggling with something and I will continue struggling with that thing. Very likely. So, or I have solved something and, like, okay, that was pretty good. And there's a good ending to the story. But I came back for a reason, like, it's fascinating. A lot of conversations here get cut short. And a lot of the times I would be able to come back and, like, continue just where we left off. We didn't say goodbye. We didn't fucking became friends. We didn't started trusting each other. So the conversation just continues. There's no reason to say hi. You just skip to that part where we talking again. Because I'm trying to talk. I know how to do it. It's fucking mental, bro. Of course I'm mentally ill, but, like, it's your fault. Take some blame. Go to the court with me. Take the fucking blame. At least take the time. Do anything you can to fucking lessen my burden. Because, like, I'll just disappear and all the burden is gonna go back to you. Slowly just comes back. The volcano eruption, the flood, all the natural disasters will be happening. Just so you take back all that burden for yourself. Thank you very much. Even if I escape this, it still matters how I do it. Who's the one fucking savior of the universe? Like, it's fascinating to me how fucking crazy it is. Because someone has to be crazy enough just to help. You gotta be fucking insane to just help someone who has burdens. I can keep my burdens to myself, but some help is now necessary to fucking carry on and survive further. Fucking crawl into some next location where I survive 1 year, maybe not 4 years anymore. It's just 1 year now. 1 year at a time, and keep bouncing from country to country, bro. Because it's that fucking difficult these days. It's that fucking insane. Who knows? I want more future. I think more people would want to see more future within me, right? They don't want to see the apocalypse confirmed of like you're gonna be falling down faster than a fucking than I can actually describe. You don't want to jump off a plane and get hit by another plane. Like, you're hoping you're not gonna hit land. You're actually like gambling, but instead of like hitting land or water, again, like you jump off a plane randomly, you don't know what's below you. It can be land or water. There's a lot more water on Earth, so you gamble is on your side, but you get hit by another plane. Now that's fucking cool. But at the same time, you instantly die. There's no hope whatsoever. So that's to be predicted. Where do I land? All right. No, that's a joke. And I don't think I will be hit by a plane. I don't think someone gonna come to me and just fucking shoot me in the fucking face because I talk too much or whatever. Like that would be being hit by a plane while I'm falling down. That would be the unpredictable results. So now I'm just basically gambling with life and death. Like, am I gonna hit water and learn how to swim at the same time? Because I don't know. Or am I gonna hit and splash into fucking some random person's apartment or in the middle of nowhere next to a bunch of wild animals who will understand what to do with me? They know. They know. The ants will take pieces of me and pull it back into their place. A lot of animals gather up to eat your remains, to figure out what nature has to do next. Maybe a new animal is gonna spawn because my meat just evolves a bear into ultra bear or a dinosaur. I want some fucking cool shit to happen when I die. Like I'm crawled into a ball. I am crawled into nothingness. I'm trying to just speak my mind so anyone can connect. Anyone can type in on a fucking keyboard and connect, and I reply to their fucking gibberish, whatever it is, whatever language we can translate. No big deal, guys. Like anything is possible, and yet it's not happening. It's the biggest fear of humanity to actually like connect with each other, communicate. I am terrified, man. I'm terrified for you guys. How are you gonna solve a single problem in your life? I have no idea. You just living as NPCs, going forward with whatever fucking authorities tell you to do, and we'll see how far we gonna go, boy. Maybe Jack Sparrow is correct. Maybe it's not America that matters, but Central America, fucking pirates. Pirates, the fucking highest self-esteem people. They can figure out the purge. Maybe they can figure out Ukraine war. No, it's hard. I'll be thinking about pirates more though. You could probably even ask your friends. What do you do to a person who's on hunger strike? And let's see how many fucking are so fucking stupid that would say give them food. Like who is that fucking disgustingly stupid to give them food? Holy shit, man. I want you to ask your friends, bro. I can't ask my friends. Nobody fucking talks to me. But it's a great stupidity test. It's just sledgehammer stupidity. It's hunger strike. So what can I do for that person? What kind of help can I offer? Obviously, sending them to authorities, you will just never see that person ever again, maybe. Now you're losing that person. Now you're gambling. So you can gamble if you want. Still better answer than give them food, because that's the fucking funniest, stupidest answer you can say. I wish this month wouldn't be fucking suicide month, but it would be Peace Pop month, where I'm reviewing Peace Pop songs. I wouldn't be just like doing this bullshit, but technically, I just got hit by a fucking missile strike like this. This is important for me. Alright, this is what I should be doing once I run out of activity. We're doing Peace Pop. It's radio, so we're gonna fucking transition into this. Of like, well, I have said enough, guys. I think I said enough. Obviously, it's gonna be a smooth transition, so songs will trigger me into thinking about good things and some solutions, but like I've said kind of enough, and very little can be added to the whole pool. Well, so we're gonna continue as nothing happened, except there's gonna be the fucking clock ticking and taking my life away. Again, those 25 chips of American debt, I don't know, bro. They're not gonna fucking save me. Yeah, I'm in debt, bro. Maybe even 30. I went so fucking aggressive with my addiction that I received from chips. Like, the craving that I can't even, like, fucking control. But now it's under control because my mouth is, like, in a weird state of, like, I don't want to put more chips in there. But it doesn't hurt. It's just, like, I don't want it. I'm not gonna feel good about it at the moment. Maybe before, at nighttime, I needed that snack. And maybe anything goes at nighttime. Alright, whatever I need. Whatever I'm still craving for so I can sleep better. That's also a big question mark. Very interesting. And this is a question mark of like across the day. So now I'm actually able to afford an entire snack of the day. I could just pay the American debt instead. And I can say 10 pieces of chips is still like a part of the sauce thing. But I already given 5. So it's 20, and this could be a snack for 20 chips. Alright. Meal of finger of the day, basically. Made out of chips. Alright. Maybe that works. But then that means today I'm eating pretty much nothing and waiting for those 5 more chips in the evening. And see how much I'm craving now. Because you crave for new things, you crave for things that you have never experienced, and your mind is like racing of like, how does this feel? How does that feel? Please make me remember how that feels like, because that's a very important memory. This is why you get addicted sometimes. It's a very important memory, and like I somewhat have to respect that because I like that. So I'll swallow my pride and take it. And that still seems like cheating. I didn't ate a bowl of rice. I didn't eat a meal. I just ate a few pieces of snack. I still have all the bags, like they're still not empty, quite not empty, but almost it feels like now that it's halfway there. I think there's like 50, 60 chips in every bag. It's not a lot, and there's a lot of like pieces laying around. Like and that's the math. Like you'd think that there's a lot in the bag, but piece by piece you can actually count them all. I could do it right now. I could just count it. But we're not like here on a hunger strike and depressed. We're here to burn as far as possible, as loud as possible, and then shut down everything, and it's over. Transition. Transmission is over. Yeah, there are transmissions as well. They took the fucking most important word of all time, isn't it? Where there, it's already established. It's already corrupted within at least English language, and yet they stole it. Trans people, like what? They're not even that cool. Like this from man to a woman. That's not even a cool transition. Cool transition from a man into a fucking Hulk or something like that. From man into Iron Man. That's a transition, I understand. From man into Spider-Man, into Batman, Superman. Like, from man into like something fucking like cool and not transition, woman into a fucking blob of shit who doesn't actually care. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm a fucking kick you in the balls. You still have balls, and I'm a kick you in the balls. You know, maybe we can play football man. All right? Turn into a football man. Were you trying to not let other people kick your balls? I mean, like, come on, bro. Fucking trans. You make shorts. You take my material. You make shorts. I don't need to make shorts. You can be famous with my words. And you just have to thank me later. You know. Thank me whenever you feel like, oh, something's surging. Thank me. You know, give me credit. Don't be Sniper Wolf. All right? Don't become famous as Sniper Wolf and then neglect me even though I helped you, man. I helped you become famous and shit, man. Like, what are you doing? You're just stealing from everyone now. But that's fine. As long as I know that you made it this far, you can even be Sniper Wolf. It's just one person after all. I wouldn't be mad at Sniper Wolf if I were you. So, do whatever it takes, man. Steal my content to be better. As long as you come back and say, I took that from you, and I'm like, shit, that's fucking awesome. Whatever you just said, like it actually, people resonate with that and they laugh at it and they are interested in that shit. They discuss that shit. Bro, like, I got a lot of views. Thank you very much. You know, you come back to me, you say that, I mean, like, no hard feelings. I don't care if you took my material. Yeah, if you fear you're gonna try and accuse me of potentially doing bad things to you. The fear is in the air. You just like trying to blame everyone. Everyone's scary. You have to follow some weird ass fucking rules. Scary. Unbelievable. Mental illness always reoccurs. You're a serial killer. You want to attack the people. You're silent. Like, you're deadly, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? The criminals run around, they do crime, and they blame you. Of course. It's just how it goes. But can I not take the blame at least? Like, you do your fucking thing and fucking take the blame for yourself. I don't want it. I want to be left alone. I don't want to be labeled as some bullshit. And if you're silent, then go away. Leave the platform. Let me speak to who is not silent. You know, that's how social media should work. Silence shuts you down. You get knocked out with silence. It's game over. Because you're not participating. In real life, with silence, you can still like stand in a certain position, and your position matters, right? But on social media, if you're silent, you should just be like toppled down like a fucking I don't know what falls down when you just fucking touch it, but it fucking NPC without a soul. You just push them and like they fall down. There's no action with silence. There's no action going on in social media, bro. Nothing happens. You can't move, you can't resist, you can't do anything, so fucking let's just push them down and let them shatter. It should be like Scott Pilgrim. Punch in the face and they turn into a bunch of coins. That would be fucking awesome, bro. Let's fucking do that. I can make it the best social media ever, bro. I can upgrade YouTube into next level. Absolutely. I've figured it out, but I need a hand so I can get out of this fucking hole as soon as possible. You know what? One candy of debt, I still have like 3 parts of candy debt, maybe even 4. One candy disappears because my mom said fucking magical words. Maybe I can keep you company and also go on a, into hunger. To starve, but, well, yeah. Going to starvation. Okay, so, excuse is very easy in, English, and maybe it's, better that it's very difficult to excuse yourself, but, like, no, we're just talking. We're just talking. It's a concept. Yeah, now Trump actually, just with one TikTok I've seen of like, Trump knows that Russia needs to appear powerful, but they also need to uh, do something more that I can't even comprehend. They need to clean themselves up to appear powerful. I don't know. It's a weird transition for Russia, and like only Trump understands what's going on in there. He also threatens like Europe to be attacked, but he just kind of like is one of those like temptation artists of like of attempts that America is not going to defend Europe and we have to do it ourselves and all that shit. It's fucking temptation artist. A gaslighter, basically, is the most common term. And it's scary. It's like, do we want Trump really again? What do we choose, right? What kind of narrative? Because president is more about narrative than actual actions to be taken. War actions can be taken by a president, like he can sign it, but it's still just a little switch. You get to decide as a fucking soldier how to actually perform those actions as well. Whether to disobey orders. So president has to be like straight to the point on that part. It's complicated. But yeah, my mom said magical words that gives me hope of like maybe she is also gonna go into starvation and we're gonna switch places. I've taught her a lesson, that maybe she's gonna be a lot happier. Burning fat instead of like stuffing her face. Alright, I still continue talking to my mom. That's pretty cool. And I think I've earned another thing because we're still digging around the core of the problem. I want her to be more interactive with me and understands better, and she seems to start listening. That's fucking cool. So overall, one more candy. I'm coming out of debt, boys. American debt, man, so difficult. Now food is just something I can play with. I can let you understand better of what's going on. It's a part of the narrative that holds everything together. Food, whether I'm eating food or not. I can't show you pictures of too many things, but I have a full bowl of chips now, and I have a couple of fucking candy. Chocolate fucking stuff. And I will refill those bowls with something else when I go to shopping. Something else so it doesn't become stale. It doesn't become the same thing. There's so many options in job, but you have to be mindful of how you use those options. It is the purge. It is the time to hopefully find a way to live a life. But the best thing to do is learn how to starve instead. It's a very useful skill that I can pick up before the purge happens, because a lot of chaos is going to happen. People think they can just do lawless shit, but the consequences are going to come afterwards, whoever survives. Because people who get into fights, into death battles, I mean, some of them will just die. We don't have to even imprison them anymore. People just die, bro. They'll kill themselves by getting into fights. So, okay, you can do that. You can do the demonic shit for yourselves. Europe is already like dwindling down. The birth rate is also kind of shit, but it's across the world. The birth rate is across the world. Fertility rate across the world. Fucking shit. I want to see the worldometer of how fast we're growing as humanity. We reached 8 billion, but I want to see stats excluding China and India. That would be nice. Maybe China is just fucking lying about their stats, about how many people live there. There's a lot of hollow towns after all. I feel like some stats can be faked in China. So I want world population of like America and all that shit. It's still growing. We're hitting 100. This was last year, 8 billion. And then population, this doesn't go up. It's not changing here. Right, oh, it is. Poof, poof. Explosions, all right. I've seen this, and it's like, do you really want to live in India or China or like here? And you can spread information in those countries. Really? You think that's the case? They don't even have TikTok in there. They just want to rule over YouTube. They trust. So there's nothing to even look at, is it? You're not going to look at Russia. You're not really going to look at Brazil. You can only look at USA if it's going up or down. And it is going up. Somehow. I mean, it's a fucking miracle. Germany, are you going up or down? Answer me. We're at 70. Up or down? What do you like? It's going down, boys. Let's fucking go. Let's clap for Germany. 69. We got them. Oh, boy. Is Japan going up or down? It has to be going down, bro. 90. We're at 90. It's the only interesting country around here. I don't care about Turkey. Turkey is one. Yep. Going down, boys. Sinking. All right. Mexico obviously going up. We don't care about like these weird fucking countries that shit out babies into a volcano. So that's that. We have covered most of the stuff. I just want to... Oh, Nigerian prince has been born. How fucking cute. Let's see what else is going on. Is this still live? Well, we do have net change. So we see Russia is going down. US is going up. Japan is going down. Hill. Japan is going down really fucking fast. Shebang. No wonder PewDiePie's in Japan. He wants to go down the hill really badly. Away from his keyboard and camera. Italy's going down. Germany is going down. Most of the things in Europe is going down. So France is actually going up, but it's shit. I don't like France. South Korea is going down, but not as fast as we thought it would. That is very interesting. This is not that bad. Like, in comparison to Italy, like, we should be crying for Italy. We should be crying for, like, Japan. Japan didn't even fucking say shit when South Korea was being complained about. Like, their fertility rate is 0.9, but they don't seem to be dying. So that's something. I mean, the fertility rate can just bump up anytime if nobody's dying. So that's nice. But Japan lost almost 1% of people. 0.5%. We obviously like Russia to be dying at the moment. Anything can change. So this is a very interesting place. All right, let's continue exploring this shit.